One of the big differences in the Exodus Rival camera versus the Exodus Render is the lack of onboard controls. And right off the rip, you'll notice that there is simply just an on-off switch on this camera with several LED indicators or icons. So there's no LCD screen to go in and physically program that camera. And overall, it's important that you are paying attention to these LED indicators, because those indicators, depending on what they're doing, are going to tell you what your camera is doing. And there's no need to memorize all this, but just remember, green is good, red is bad. So you'll notice right off the rip, the Exodus Rival has 3 main switch positions: online, off, and offline. If you had desire to run this camera in an SD card mode only, you would use the offline position. Outside of that, every other typical use case, you're gonna wanna have this camera in the online position where it is able to connect to your cellular network. As we move into the LED indicators and the camera status display system, you're going to notice a few different LED indicators. You're gonna have one for your battery. If you get a green status on that light, you are greater than 66% battery. If you have a yellow status, those batteries are somewhere between 33 and 66%. And if you have a solid red, those batteries are basically dead. You're under 33% capacity or voltage on those. If you get a red blinking light on that battery icon, that means the batteries are toast and they do need to be replaced at that time. Moving on to the signal icon, a green status light is going to give you 4 to 5 bars of service. Yellow is 2 to 3 bars, and red is 0 to 1. The Rival must have a minimum of 2 bars of signal for it to function properly. Like any cellular device, overall function and performance will be dictated by the available signal. The third LED indicator is the connectivity level icon. A blinking green status is going to signify the camera attempting to connect. Solid green is going to mean a successful connection and the camera is properly registered. A yellow status is going to give you successful connection but improperly registered, and the red status is going to give you no connection. So that could be a SIM card error or no SIM card, no signal, inactive device, etc. Moving on to the front of the camera, where we have a single front LED, and this is the overall system status icon. At any point in time, if that LED is solid red, it's signifying you do not have an SD card in that device. If you get a blinking red LED, that is signifying the firmware in that device is updating. If you have a solid green LED status, that's signifying the PIR detection area, and this is active for only 60 seconds when the camera is first powered on. A blinking green on that status means the camera is armed, it's set to be active, and it's ready to go.